Hi, this is the Black Mormon Reader. I am still wading my way through the book of Mosiah. Last we met Alma, and Alma is this king appointed by the king of the Lamanites. But Alma persecutes Alma. The question is why? So let us start to answer that question. For Alma knew that that he had been one of the king's priests, and it was he that believed the words of Abinadi. So Alma had been one of King Noah's priests. Alma was one of those priests with the wives and the concubines, and Alma was one of those priests who received their livelihood from the heavy taxation that King Noah had placed upon the people. And Alma was one of those priests who was teaching a perverted version of the law of Moses. Remember when Abinadi asked, do you teach the law of Moses? And they said, yeah, we teach the law of Moses to the people. So Alma was one of those priests. But Alma has now changed his stripes, and Alma, also one of those priests, resents that Alma had changed. But Abinadi is in the narrative for the purpose of reaching out to Alma and getting Alma to see the light. And Alma obviously does not like Alma. For Alma knew Alma, and he was wroth. Therefore, he was wroth with him, for he was a subject of King Laman, yet he exercised authority over them, and he put tasks upon them, and he put taskmasters over them. This is Alma and the people of his 450 converts. And now it came to pass that there was great afflictions, that they began to cry mightily to God. And Alma commanded them, Alma commanded them that they should stop their cries, and put guards over them to watch them, that whosoever should be found calling upon God should be put to death. Wow, that's deep. And Alma and his people did not raise their voices to the Lord their God, but did pour out their hearts to him, and he did know the thoughts of their hearts. And it came to pass that the voice of the Lord came to them in their affliction, saying, Lift up your heads and be of good comfort. I know of the covenants which ye have made unto me, the covenants of my people, and I will deliver you out of bondage. I will also ease the burden which are put upon your shoulders, that even you cannot feel them upon your back. And now it came to pass that the burdens which were laid upon Alma and his brothers were made light. Yea, the Lord did strengthen them, that they could bear up their burdens with ease, and they did submit cheerfully and with the patience to all the will of the Lord. And it came to pass that so great was their faith and patience, that the voice of the Lord came unto them again, saying, Be of good comfort, for on tomorrow I will deliver thee out of bondage. And he said unto Alma, Thou shalt go before the people, and I will go with thee and deliver them out of bondage. Now it came to pass that Alma and his people in the nighttime gathered their flocks together, and also their grain, yea, all of the night, everything was gathered up in the night. And in the morning the Lord caused a deep sleep to come upon the Lamanites. Yea, all their taskmasters were in profound sleep. And Alma and his people departed into the wilderness, and when they had traveled all day, they pitched their tents in a valley, and it was called the Valley of Alma. In the Valley of Alma, they poured out their thanks to God, because God had been merciful and eased their burden and had delivered them, for they were in bondage, and none could deliver them except it was the Lord their God. And God lifted up they lifted up their voices in praise of God. They were thankful in the Valley of Alma. And now the Lord said unto Alma, Haste thee, and get thee and thou people out of this land, for the Lamanites have awakened and do pursue thee. Therefore get thee out of this land, and I will stop the Lamanites in the valley, that they come no further in pursuit of this people. And it came to pass that they departed out of the valley, and took their journey into the wilderness. And after they had been in the wilderness for 12 days, they arrived in the land of Zarahemla, and King Uzziah did also receive them with joy. Wow. So now they are in the land of Zarahemla. Everyone is in the land of Zarahemla. And now Mosiah returns to the narrative. And at this point, we'll stop until next time. This is the Black Mormon Reader.